When we go ones on twos and twos on ones, you're looking for a little confidence. And confidence with those units and chemistry and mesh like that. And all spring, we'll always try to go ones on ones, twos versus twos.
Okay.
So can you work that Logan High connection a little more between Artist and?
What was interesting the other day was DJ was in at quarterback, threw one out to Artist with Compton, threw one to Compton, Taylor Compton, with Artist blocking Chase Nelson. Very interesting Logan High Grizzly connection there.
Great, Matt, great victories by the offense and the defense there in the 2-minute drill. The offense with a great drive there to score. A nice fade to Tarver, and then obviously Chris Jansen with the nice play there. So how nice to see both teams kind of rise to the occasion there.
It's always good to see, good plays, really individual plays too that stand out. Great catch and throw, Kent and Ron Quavian, and then Chase made a great catch and great anticipation too, reading the quarterback's eyes. So I see a little bit more individual plays right there, but yeah, 1-0 and the 2D, it was good.
DJ got a lot of snaps today. Is he standing out more as the primary backup for you at this point, or is it still up in the air?
Oh, still major competition between all those guys, and he took reps with the twos and the threes today.
What about the offensive line? How are a couple new guys on that group?
So work in progress, and it becomes, Isaac, a work in progress because we're also trying to get a good feel for where guys playing center and guard, because we have some guys, thankfully, that can snap, and you always need several snappers. And then we have a handful of other guys that are guard tackle guys that could really go either way, and you're just saying left side better or is inside better, and so it's a work in progress.
Yeah. Is Castaneda going to be able to practice this spring?
Yeah, hopefully next week, yeah.
Matt, has there been, so far during the spring, has there been a positional group or two that have really stood out to you?
I would have said probably the DBs. We've got some ball hawks guys that have been getting turnovers in practice, not as many today. They've stood out. That's probably the first one I would say.
Why was Jalen Davis not padded up today?
He's just nursing a little bit of an injury.
Talk a little bit about Hobbs and moving him and how his transformation is
It's
going
been
about.
a good transformation. Good 3 days for Damian at tight end. And, when he wanted to come in and make the change, we did it. He's a great team guy. He's a leader. He just wants to be on the field, and he wants to contribute. And with our situation where it's at right now with tight end, that's a pretty quick transition. He's done a nice job. He obviously knows the offense, and so from a assignment standpoint, he knows what he's doing. It's just a technique and those kind of things. Dax is practicing Raymond, but coming off his surgery, he's not full contact and not live, so he is he's limited in practice. So that give Damian a lot of reps.
Is there a way to
Offensive staff, in your first scrimmage, obviously you've had practices, but with the first scrimmage with the changes in your offensive staff, how's that gone?
Pretty good communication today, I thought. Coach Yost was upstairs and everybody else was down on the field, and I thought from a communication and a signal standpoint and all that, for a first scrimmage and as fast as we were going, it was pretty clean. That's how you got to evaluate it, at least right now. Not a lot of noise on the headset. There was clear communication in what we were doing, and now the execution wasn't what we always wanted it to be. But I thought, just in answering that question, it's been fairly smooth over there.
Is it actually good for those three quarterbacks to get more reps, not having that fourth or fifth guy to jump in there?
The more reps you can get at quarterback, the more comfortable you get with an offense, the more of a rhythm you can get in, which that's the hardest position to get the reps, because you can't just go thirds and you can't just make it all equal. And guys have to earn reps, and some reps maybe get taken away based on a practice or a performance, and you kind of got to mix and match. But they've got to earn more of those reps, each guy individually. And then when you get those opportunities, you got to make the most of it. That's the hardest position to get reps to besides kicker. It's the only one. I mean, none of the other positions ever have a problem with reps. None of them. But that's a hard thing to do. And when they're kids, you have kids fighting for, trying to jockey on the depth chart and move up. It's reps are far and few between. You got to value those, and they got to make the most of them.
Matt, something that stood out to me today is I thought your screen pass game was really spot on today. Do you feel that's a fair assessment?
I thought there were some big plays on the screens, and whether it was running back screens or wide receiver perimeter screens. There was some big plays with 1 third down down there in the south red zone, I remember, and several others, and then there was a bunch of others that weren't blocked very well out on the perimeter. So we got some work to do, but you at least saw several explosives out of that screen game.
Is this offense maybe a better fit for like a Justin Hervey or some of those maybe weapons just to get more out of them?
Yeah, I hope it's a good offense
Hopefully.
for him, and I hope it's a better offense for our slots, for Rashad.
Right.
And I know right now off the top of my head he didn't get as many balls, and for whatever reason, that's sure not trying to be dictated by us. It just didn't happen. But guys like Bright and Jordan Nathan and Rashad Lewis, your outside guys are going to get their balls, and Dax Raymond's going to get his balls. But I think it can help those backs that can catch balls, and as well as the smaller slots.
How's your bracket looking?
Well, first of all, I can't do anything in terms of financial things, right? With NCAA, we all know
You can
that.
fill one out, right?
Wyatt and I filled one out, just for fun with our house, and actually our whole family did, and I'm live on TV right now, right? At the end of the night last night, I was 5th in the house. I know.
Today was even crazier. So
I haven't seen
never
any
know.
scores yet from today, so I don't know, but I was dead last in the Wells family last night after Thursday night, and I'm not too ashamed to admit it. I heard Coach Bonite was perfect in his non-financial related, absolutely compliant bracket. He was perfect last night, I heard. So props to Coach Bonite. Okay.
Anything else?
Good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Okay, we got senior quarterback Kent Meyer.
Kent Myers up.
I think we played well today. A lot of things to improve on, but we got better in a lot of areas. Red zone offense, we struggled on that last year, and we improved this scrimmage. We need to do better, backed up in some situations, just knowing, with the time on the clock and where we are on the field. But other than that, like I said, it was pretty good first scrimmage.
How satisfying was it the second to last drive? You had that great scramble outside the pocket on 4th and long, and then you had the back shoulder pass to Tarver. How gratifying was that for you to lead the offense down the field and make some big plays when your team needed it?
It feels good. Last year, we had some times that we didn't score in the red zone. Like I said, we improved on that, so it feels good. Everybody's making plays out here. I mean, I can name numerous receivers that are making plays, and everybody's just gonna have to step up. And it starts with me. It's 3rd down, 4th down. I'm gonna have to get out the pocket, and make a play, and I did. And I'm gonna feed one of my other athletes, my receivers, and now they got to make a play, and he did. So.
Are there a lot of changes with this offense this year, or is everything pretty similar?
We changed a lot of stuff, but other than that, same guys are back, really, our main guys. And, really just finding what we're good at, with the new OC coming in, just finding what we're good at and kind of just going with that.
What about the offensive line? Some new guys on the offensive line?
Yeah, we have a lot of new guys. Quinn, our center, he's stepping up a lot. And, basically we have an entirely new offensive line except Preston and KJ. But other than that, everybody's coming in, and they're doing well right now, too.
Which of your skill position guys have really stood out to you the last couple of weeks that maybe you weren't quite sure what to expect from them heading into the spring?
I think Jaren Coaston Green, I've seen some flashes of some good things in the past, but he hasn't really, proven himself in a way. But, this spring he's really been invested, and I think that's the main thing, preparation. He's been working with me. We've been throwing every weekend, and he's really just bringing it to the field, and that's, showing out here with, with his speed and his route running.
How's it with Damien? Now as a wide receiver, tight end, you're throwing the ball to him and you're out there at the same time.
That's a move that he made, and we're happy for it. Right now we have Dax right now, and then with him coming in when Dax is out, and he's a big body, and he shows some good things. We were saying in the meeting he didn't have any mental errors, and that's a big body that we can use out there.
Did you give me advice since you did that briefly?
I haven't. It happened so fast. I haven't really been able to talk to him. We've been with classes and stuff like that. But I'm gonna talk to him this week. And he's really been able to fit in. I think receivers quarterbacks really have the best hands on the team. We're catching the ball at every snap. So I think he's with the transition, he's doing well at it.
Anything else for Kent?
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Kent.
Losing your light.
There's Kent. Now we've got Chase Christiansen.
Linebacker Derek Larson.
Derek Larson, excuse me.
Why don't you give us an opening comment on how the defense
Derek.
played today?
I feel like we played really fast today. We were trying to focus on, everyone getting to the ball, everyone trying to get in on the tackle, and Coach, before the scrimmage, he talked about playing for us, not playing for you, playing for the entire defense. And I think that's something we really did today, was trying to get everyone to the ball and helping everyone out.
Considering Derek, the offense went down there in the first 2-minute drill and scored, how satisfying was to see the defense kind of just brush that off and come with that big play there?
I mean, you have to have that game mentality. You're going to make mistakes in the game, and you have to really put it behind you and think about the next play. Because if you focus on the last play, you're just going to bite yourself in the butt on the next one. So I think that's what was really satisfying, is seeing Chase on that very next play, or 2 plays after, making that pick and going down. And I think that's something we really need to focus on is, you can make mistakes on little things, but some big things as a team we need to focus on, getting to the ball, being fast, everyone getting in on the tackle. I think that's something we really did well today.
A little bit of a change to the inside linebacker position, right? How's that gone so far?
It's different. I've never played inside linebacker before. I was always used to reading everything from the outside in, but now you're reading it from the inside out. And so it's different, but our coach, Stacy Collins, has been brilliant with helping all of us. And I have a lot of good players around me that I can learn from, with Chase and Pat and Chasen. And so it's been a really good ride so far.
Anything else for Derek? Okay.
Thanks, Derek. Thanks, Derek.
Thanks.
Okay.
Now we got
Okay,
Christiansen.
This is junior linebacker Chase Christiansen. Chase was not here for the first half of practice due to class, so you guys can just ask him questions about his interception or whatever you want.
What class was it?
It's a senior design.
Okay,
For,
that's worthwhile.
yeah.
We'll talk about the interception, and when did you think you were going to get it all the way back?
It's funny you say that. Just saw him kind of peeking that way, so kind of waited on it and jumped on it late. But should have went down, being that it was 2 minutes. But I didn't think much about that when I saw the wide open end zone. So learn about that for next time. Slide next time.
Your offensive experience took over, right?
Yeah.
Just wanted to get
Yeah,
in the
I
end
mean,
zone.
kind of back to the high school days running the ball. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, that's kind of not supposed to in that situation, but that's why you kind of want to run it back.
That's a walk-off, though. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Depends on who you ask, I guess.
The offense, the previous 2-minute drive went down and scored. So how motivated were you guys as a defense to do something, make a big play like that?
Whenever they score on a 2-minute is bad for us. The goal is always in 2 minutes to win that drill. So being that they went down and beat us the first time, it's kind of extra motivation for us to win the second time around.
Anything else for Chase? Okay.
All right, guys.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Eric, DJ's over here if you want to go grab him.
Oh, okay.
All right. That is it for today. Jaron Colston Green had a couple of really good catches. Chad Artis had the deep ball for a touchdown out round. Everybody to the end zone from DJ. Pick 6 from Christiansen. All around looked pretty good. The offensive line, I guess I'll start with that. I like Quinn Ficklin more than I thought I would. Andrus, the other new guy that played today, I thought looked bigger than I thought he was going to. So that was a good chance to check that out. Thanks for listening. See you.